From mobile phone top-ups to live chickens? These players have been rewarded for their exceptional performances in some of the strangest ways imaginable. Forget about old boring trophies and medals, because in this world, the prizes are as bizarre as they come. So strap in and get ready to laugh your socks off as we take you on a wild ride through some of the craziest player rewards in football history. Well. Some time back, Martin Odegaard hooked himself a pretty unusual prize for his fantastic form at Real Sociedad. I mean, forget about your typical trophy. This creative midfielder was rewarded with, wait for it, a fish. That's right, folks. The San Sebastian club decided to honor their aquatic heritage by presenting Odegaard with a slimy, slippery, scaly creature. We can only imagine his excitement when he saw his new pet flopping around in a supermarket. But hey, who needs a sports car or a shiny trophy when you've got a fish to fry? So, let's dive into the weirdest player rewards in football history and see what other crazy catches we can reel in. But first, someone pass the tartar sauce, please. Players get expensive stuff for their MOTM awards, but who needs a fancy watch or a luxurious car when you can have something truly valuable like mobile phone data? You heard that right. That's what Mamelodi Sundowns player Lamfo Kakana discovered when he was awarded the title of Player of the Match in South Africa. While other footballers around the world might expect a high-end gift or a generous bonus for their outstanding performance on the field, Kakana received a mere 5 gigabytes of data for his mobile phone network. Now, you might be wondering how a SIM card could be considered an award, but in South Africa, it's a big deal. With broadband being notoriously unreliable and expensive, having access to phone data is a precious commodity. So it's not surprising that some star players have been spotted looking slightly sheepish while receiving their SIM card-shaped awards. But who knows, maybe in the future, we'll see footballers competing not for money or trophies, but for something even more valuable, unlimited phone data. After all, a footballer's gotta stay connected, right? Well, it seems like chickens have become the new currency in the world of football awards. Forget about your typical trophies or bonuses. Players are now being awarded with live poultry for their on-field heroics. Take the case of Hassan Kajoke, for example. After a match-winning performance for Mawali Side Yisa Big Bullets, yep, that's their real name, Kajoke was presented with a live chicken as a reward. But that's not all. The bird came in a cardboard box with Kajoke's name sprayed on it in club colors. It's a good thing Kajoke didn't have any plans for KFC that night. But Mawali isn't the only country where footballers are being showered with feathered friends. In Poland, top-flight side Górnik Zabrze also got in on the act by presenting their man of the match with a live hen. Who needs a gold-plated trophy when you can have a clucking chicken in your arms? So if you're a footballer looking for a unique reward for your next match-winning performance, be sure to start practicing your chicken-catching skills. Who knows, you might just end up with a new feathered friend in your backyard. Want to know a secret? Our team of football fanatics has all the inside info, juicy gossip, and hilarious memes you could ever want. But don't take our word for it, hit that subscribe button and see for yourself. Well, speaking of strange and amusing prizes in sports, hold on to your hats, because this one's a doozy. It turns out that in South Africa's Premier League, the player of the match is rewarded with a massive credit card from Absa, a local banking company. And I mean massive. We're talking over 100 pounds of credit here. But there's just one tiny problem. The credit card is so big that the players might need a forklift to carry it around. I mean, forget about putting it in your wallet or pocket. This thing is bigger than most monitors out there. I can just imagine the scene after the match, with the player of the match standing there awkwardly, holding this massive credit card and wondering how on earth they're going to take it home. Maybe they'll need to hire a truck just to transport it. And you have to wonder, is the credit card even contactless? Or do the players have to insert it into a giant card reader every time they want to buy something? Talk about a workout! All joking aside, it's a pretty cool and creative prize for an outstanding performance on the field. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll see other leagues following suit and handing out massive credit cards to their top player. Well, it looks like some athletes don't just sizzle on the field, they also sizzle in the kitchen. And by sizzle, I mean grill. Because in Argentina's Premier League, the player of the match is rewarded with a new grill from Burger King. Yes, you heard that right, a grill. I can just imagine the scene after a match, with the journalist approaching the player of the match and saying, "Congratulations on your new performance. Here's a new grill for you to cook up some burgers." And the player is like, thanks, I think? But hey, at least the player gets a fancy new grill and an apron with their name on it. Maybe they'll become the new Bobby Flay or Gordon Ramsay of the soccer world. Who knows? They might even open up their own burger joint and call it the Golden Boot Grill. Warning! Subscribing to our team of football fanatics may result in excessive laughter, ridiculous memes, and unforgettable moments. But hey, isn't that what being a true fan is all about? Hit that button and never miss a new episode. Oh, well. It looks like in the Scottish Premier League, scoring 2 goals in the League Cup final doesn't just earn you hero status. It also earns you a sweet new ride. And not just any ride, but a bicycle courtesy of comedian Sandy Toksvig. When Aberdeen midfielder Stephen Glass set up 2 goals in the 1995 final against Dundee, he probably wasn't expecting to receive a bike as a prize. But hey, who wouldn't want a brand new bicycle, especially after a hard-fought victory on the pitch? I can just imagine the scene at Hampton Park after the final whistle, with Glass hopping on his new bike and cycling around the stadium in pure joy. Maybe he even did a few wheelies or bunny hops to show off his new wheels. And it wasn't just a one-time thing. Giving out bikes as prizes became an annual tradition for the Scottish League in the late 90s, even if you were on the losing side, like Neil McCann was in 1996. You could still take solace in the fact that you had a new set of wheels to ride around town. And in Ghana, winning on the football ground doesn't just earn you a trophy or a medal. It also earns you a stylish new pair of sandals. And not just any sandals, but some cool Adidas sliders. Can you imagine the scene after a match, with the winning team shedding their sweaty soccer boots and slipping on some fresh, comfy sandals? It's like a spa day for their feet, and they definitely deserve it after all that running and kicking on the pitch. I can just imagine the players strutting around in their new Adidas sliders, feeling like they're walking on clouds. Maybe they even do a little victory dance, showing off their sweet new kicks. And with that, we come to the end of our journey through the wacky world of football awards. But who knew that a simple game could lead to such bizarre prizes? But hey, if you ever find yourself running low on mobile phone credit or in need of a live chicken, just become a football superstar. Apparently, that's all it takes. And who needs a fancy trophy case anyway, when you can proudly display your cardboard box collection? And if you've enjoyed this video, watch the one on the screen now, you'll like it even more.